All right. Let's give me some light. That looks good. Here's a little wild and crazy, but it's all good. Yeah, so I'll wait for another 30 seconds or so. It's a new moon. I'm back with another dope hoodie. I don't know if y'all been noticing, but yeah, it's kind of like my thing. Send them my way. But we're going to get started with the live premiere of the podcast promo trailer video, because people get confused a little bit. This is the trailer for the podcast. Let me go into YouTube real quick. Oh no, that can't happen while I'm on here. People be trying to call and just interrupt stuff. Yeah, let me get us together real quick and get us to the right spot. You would think with this being my third one, I would be ready. I would be a master. But no matter what, it's always something comes up. The phone rings, throws you off. Let's see, is that... That sounds really loud. Let me share the right screen. Hey, I see some people coming into the room. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining this month's premiere of our podcast trailer. Yeah, so as always, I want to get this volume right. And on my. But yeah, we're gonna get into it together, and then after the premiere, I want to come back and just talk to you guys a little bit about what I have going on for the month of March, some updates from February, and talking about setting our new intentions as we go into the last month of the first quarter of this year of 2022 with divine alignment, peace, and harmony. So tonight is a new moon, a great time and opportunity for us to set our intentions. So we're going to get into it. See, a couple of people don't join me. Y'all must be on lunch too, huh? I hope. Or you got me in your ears, or wherever you are. Thank you for joining and supporting me each month. So we're about to get into this. Type of strength, honestly, to have boundaries, to say no, to say, I need to have somebody to talk to or go to therapy, and just have even this conversation. It takes a different kind of strength. I just have like this pet peeve, and this is why this quote, it really just triggered some things for me. Like you were saying, that I don't know, the trauma, the psychological trauma. When I read it, it was like a gut punch for me. I dream of never being called resilient again in my life. Please and thank you. Whoever can take care of that for me, I will accept that, especially under the current definition right? Of what being resilient really means. So that's where I am with redefining it. All right, these were some truly defining moments for me where you see me now like, oh, she was so strong. But do you understand, like you say, how hard it was for me during that time? What I came home to, what I didn't come home to, right? I didn't have kinship or family or support system during some of the most difficult times for me.
Okay, so
go ahead.
I hope you don't mind if I bring this up.
No, everything is on the record and off the record. It could be left on the edit floor, but bring it up.
All right. So you saying like what you just said about like we didn't come home to, it reminds me of how I remember like I would try to like hug you at times, and you wasn't like a touchy like type person. And I remember we had that conversation, and you just kind of gave me insight like I didn't grow up with that versus me. Like, even though, you know, my family is a little different, like, on both sides, we are like a embrace. Like, I see you, I hug you, when you leave, I hug you. And I just remember, like, our conversation on that, because I'm like, I never try to, like, hug you. Or when I go to hug her, it'd be, like, weird or whatever. And I just remember that conversation, but that just goes back to, like, growing up and how you are and how it really affects you as an adult. Small things like that.
Absolutely. Which are huge things for the development of a person, of a human, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that little snippet just takes me back in that moment where Desi is to join me for the third episode of the podcast. If you haven't had time to go to the blog, please go and read the blog post. All of that will be linked in the comments. But I mean, she just really took me back to some vulnerable times and moments. And that is just a reflection of what that episode is going to be like. I'm definitely leaving that in the episode, so nothing was edited or cut out, because I wanted to show those different layers of me, the vulnerable side, the unexpected question that came as a result of that conversation. This episode is going to be so needed and timely, especially during the Women's History Month as we kick off Women's History, especially with the content of Black resilience. If you haven't picked up your journal, just journaling just what's happening in this current state of the world, taking time for self-care. So this month's blog, as well as podcast, focuses on how self-care is essential. And how timely is that with all of the conflict in the world, in our lives? It's just remembering to take a breath, to pause, and begin with today. Even if you didn't have time to start on the first of the month, you know, some people, or on a Monday, never miss a Monday. That's kind of like my motto. But today is the new moon, a perfect time to come back to center and set your intentions for what the rest of this month or even the end of this quarter will look like for you, because I cannot even believe that we are now in the third month of the year, which represents the end of the first quarter of the year. So, good time to be reflective, looking at our goals that we set in the new year. Maybe some people did New Year's resolutions or they did vision boards. But it's a good time to go back and look at those things to see where we are, to make adjustments if needed, to give yourself grace That's something I work on with myself, and taking time for self care. It's not just a thing. And self care could look like many things. And if you haven't picked up that journal, I give you some time to reflect in the journal for that. If you haven't had time to read the blog, read the blog. There's some strategies on the blog that you can take away. Again, as a coach, I just want to give everybody the tools, resources needed that um, is necessary for these topics as we address each topic each month. So, what I can give away, I do. And if you want to continue the conversation with me, please go to my website, thecatalyst.group.net, and schedule a free consultation. And we'll decide if, this is something we can continue with. If that is not something you want to do on a one-to-one basis, which can be of great benefit, maybe you prefer a group setting, and you would like to join my Facebook group. If you haven't been to the Catalyst Facebook business page, go there and join our circle. So that is where I'm able to kind of create this collective of um, like minded folks, affinity groups where we can talk and have conversation around the different blog posts or even the different strategies, or just a safe space to have conversation, right? You may need just some time to talk. So know that there are different avenues to do that. Each month, I come to you this way. And then hopefully, this is sparking something within. Um, and the next step, look at the blog. That is why I do that, to offer those strategies for you. If you haven't picked up the companion journal, it's on Amazon, because that work is continuous. This is a continuous process. So, that companion journal is for those strategies to be implemented and used daily in your life. And being a reflective practitioner is something that I know it's a strategy that's proven to work. And you can become a reflective practitioner by journaling, by writing things down. We become more successful. I think the statistic is like you become at least 85% more successful with your goals, intentions, and aspirations if you write them down. That simple tip. So if you don't learn anything else from me, learn to write your goals down, your intentions down, your aspirations down, and check in with yourself monthly, at least once a month. So that's all I really had today. This is just kind of the premiere of the new topic. And again, that is self-care is essential. If you haven't had time to go to the blog post, please do. The blog is up. It is ready. This is blog number 3. I cannot believe it, guys. We are on the 3rd month of the year. If you haven't had time to subscribe, like, share, comment, rate, review, all of those things, find the Catalyst Coach on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Find the Catalyst on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which all of my handles can be found in the comments. Like, follow, share, all of the things, please, because that helps me as a creative. And then the last and final thing is the podcast. Continue to listen, subscribe to the podcast, share, like, comment, rate, review, leave me a little comment, as well as on Amazon. If you picked up a journal, comment on the journal on Amazon review. Give me a review on that. I would love to hear what's been happening in the first 2 books, because each topic has its own book. So if you haven't noticed that, you may have ordered a book. I know I had a friend who ordered book 5, and when she got it, she was like, "This is book 5." Yes, they are numbered in the series. So book 1 is for month 1, the first blog topic. Book 2, so on and so forth, is for month 2, which was the second blog topic. And it doesn't matter when you get started. Like if you found me today and this is your first time hearing me and seeing this crazy hair, um, you can start today with topic 1, blog post 1, book 1. You don't have to go in any particular order, or you could jump into book 3. This is topic 3, self-care is essential. Maybe this resonates with you. So I created this in a way that it isn't linear. You don't have to go from beginning to end. You can jump around, but if you're looking for, say, hey, if you're looking for the topic that I'm discussing today, which is on self-care, that is the 3rd blog post, 3rd topic, book 3. And then the podcast will be released in 2 weeks at the full moon. And it will be the same topic title to go along with that. Remember, all of these things are connected. And the podcast is a way for me to release all of those intentions and things that we set forth and discuss. And that today was just a little snippet of more to come. So, as always, thank you for joining me, spending some of your lunchtime with me. I love my new hoodie. I am feeling the hoodies. I'm getting new hoodies. This is kind of like my thing. So send hoodies my way. The Catalyst Coach. I'm trying to get my own merch. Somebody need to design one for me. And I like to wear hoodies during my lives. And this guy is usually a lot more calmer. So you know it's time for me to go. As always, peace, love, and light. And I'll see you in 2 weeks.